Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing a mani for Star Wars Day because y'all know that I love Star Wars. Like over time, I'm sure that y'all seen some Star Wars related videos. And this time, I decided to do something from The Mandalorian because that's like one of the series that I love to watch. Now let's start this video. I am using This Is the Way from Powder and Vanilla. And I am using Jump to Lightspeed from Rocky Mountain Dip Powder. And I am also using glue from Vivid Dip. I am doing 2 dips of Jump to Lightspeed. And I'm going to say that this is like a midnight blue with blue and silver glitter. There could be other glitters in there, but right now I was mostly seeing like blue and silver. And I haven't used this dip powder in a long time. I think for a while I thought that this dip powder was black, but when I went outside to take photos, it was like showing up as blue. So I'm like, oh, this is midnight blue. I think the last time I used it, I took photos indoors, and you know that indoor and outdoor lighting is like so different. And I think Jump to Lightspeed, it was like a add-on color for the Star Wars collection that Rocky Mountain Dip Powder did, like maybe, was it 2 or 3 years ago? I don't remember. So every year I try to touch a color from the Star Wars collection to start using up the dips. And last year I did R2-D2 theme because I purchased a color called R2-D2, and the glitters is so pretty. It's like blue and silver glitter. And when I shined a light over it, it seems like it's reflective glitter, but it's not. I don't know how to describe it, but the color is so gorgeous. Like, I was like so proud of that mani last year because R2-D2, it was like a simple nail art for me to do. And now I am doing 2 dips of Mandalorian. And when it's not called Mandalorian. I'm sorry, it's called This Is the Way, even though it's inspired by Mandalorian. So when I purchased this dip, I forgot that it has like larger shifting flakies in it. And when I was like applying it, I was like, oh, I forgot that there's flakies in this dip powder. And I still like think the color is awesome. I thought this was like maybe a solid gray shimmery dip powder. Well, actually, it kind of looks a little more silver. I don't know. I'm a hot mess. I am going to take a quick break and I'll be back. I am using a gel base coat from 10X Tina. I am going to flash cure the thumb for 30 seconds, and then everything will get cured for 60 seconds. And yes, I did purchase a new carrying lamp off Amazon, and I think it was like maybe $20 to $25. It's like a pretty affordable lamp, and it works pretty good. And I forgot like the watts on it, so I'm gonna provide the link in the description. It should be able to give you like all the details about this carrying lamp. And I think the lamp has like a code for like 10% off, you know, like when you click on that box to get like 10% off. And I follow licensed nail techs and other DIY people on Instagram, even on some social media platforms. And a nail tech did a video about carrying lamps that you should be replacing them every year, depending on how often you use them. And y'all know that I use the carrying lamp like all the time. Like the other carrying lamp that my mom gave me, I think it was like almost 3 years old. I did keep the other carrying lamp as backup in case like this one is not working out, and it does work pretty great. I used it a couple of times, and it's smaller than the other lamp, meaning that it takes less room on a small nail table. And the only thing that's a little bit annoying about this lamp that the buttons are touchscreen, and I'm going to show you the lamp a little bit later in this video, So if I like accidentally like rest my hand on the button, it'll like turn the lamp on and it's easy to like turn off. And another thing that annoy me is like there is like no off button. So if you're not using it, you basically have to like disconnect it. And it's kind of like that with the other lamp that I own too. I just have to disconnect it to turn it off. And I wish that these carrying lamps come with like an on and off button. That'll be nice. But I guess they were like, well, you could change the settings, but you just can't turn it off. You just have to disconnect it. So, whatever. And if you do have a carrying lamp that is easy to like replace the bulbs, that is fine too. You don't have to replace the whole unit. But the lamps that I currently got like over time that I don't see anywhere where I could replace the light bulbs or anything. It's just the whole unit I have to like get rid of. I'm gonna go on break and I'll be back. I am showing off the new carrying lamp that I got off of Amazon. As you can see, the buttons are touchscreen. And I am going to use the No Wipe Gloss Gel from 10x. It's just a fancy name for gel top coat. And I'm going to cure the thumb for 30 seconds. And then everything will get cured for 1 minute and 20 seconds. And I know that you don't see the 1 minute and 20 seconds function as a button. But when you like plug in the carrying lamp and you put your hand in, it's automatically like 1 minute and 20 seconds. And of course you could change it to 99 seconds, 60 seconds, 30 seconds, and 10 seconds. I almost like forgot. If you don't use your carrying lamp that often, you don't have to worry about replacing it. The only time that you should really replace it if your nails aren't curing like it usually does, or it takes forever to cure, that's when you should get a new lamp. And carrying lamps on Amazon or wherever your favorite place to shop, they tend to be like a little more affordable. And of course, there's some that cost more than $25, and I am not really sure like what the difference is. I recommend that you like talk to like a licensed nail tech that doesn't mind like giving education about like the difference between the prices of the carrying lamp. But hey, if it does the job, it doesn't matter how much it costs. Like I mentioned, like this lamp is like less than $30 and I am happy with its performance. If you see me wiping a brush on a paper towel and redistributing the gel products, that means I have like way too much on my nail and I'm trying to avoid like completely like wiping my nail off because I don't feel like it. So it's best if I like wipe as much product as I can and then try to redistribute it to the point where I don't feel like I'm about to like flood my cuticle. And I'll be back. I am done finally buffing my nails, so now I am just mixing some gel top coat with a little bit of glow powder that I got from Solar Color Dust so I can make my own like glow in the dark gel top coat, but I'm not really using it as a top coat. I just wanted to make my nail art glow in the dark because y'all know that I love glow in the dark things along with thermals and UV changers. So I thought it'd be fun to like make my own. And of course, you could purchase glow-in-the-dark gel top coat from somebody. All you do is just Google it or use your favorite search engine to find it. I'm sure that you could find plenty. And since I have the supplies to make it, why not? But I haven't like used it as like a full coat of top coat because glow powder, it has like a grittiness to it. So it's best that I mostly use it for nail art, so you won't really notice the grittiness. I don't know what I'm really talking about. I'm just like mixing some stuff like I'm a scientist. I am using Audrey Black from Beetles. I am starting off with the Mandalorian's helmet, and this helmet is inspired by the character Din Djarin. And if you don't watch the series at all, he's like one of the main characters of the Mandalorian. His helmet is mostly gray or silver. It depends on the lighting in the show. And they have like this weird T-shaped visor that is black. So I decided to do like mostly black because the background, it already like matches the color of Din Djarin's helmet. And I enjoy doing this part because I'm just like basically like doing like shapes, and I'm just doing like the semicircle or the half circle, and I cure that for 20 seconds, and then I am just filling it in, and then I am going to cure it for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to do another coat of that so I could make sure that it's actually like black. And I'll be back. Now I am working on the T shape, and I'm not going to place it like too close to the semicircle. It's all going to make sense once I am almost like done with this part. So just like try to bear with me. I know I'm not like amazing at nail art, and I am pretty proud of the Din Djarin helmet that I did. And I am also going to like cure that for 20 seconds if I ever get done. I was like trying to figure out like how far out that I want the T to go. And then I'm also looking to see if I don't really go too past the semicircle. And I'm going to do like some adjustments like here and there as well. So I'm just like kind of looking to see like how far I want to bring that T down. And I don't know why I'm taking a little bit long to bring that T down. Oh, is this the part that I'm going to cure it or what? Like, I have like no idea what I am about to do now. Yeah, this is the part where I was like, you know what, just cure it for 20 seconds. And this is the part that got a little bit complicated because you know how one side is uneven. This is sort of like applying like winged eyeliner. One side is like looking dope and the other side just looks like it's from great value. So yeah, so I had to spend time like adjusting that. So I am also doing like a small like semicircle, but it looks more like a letter D that I'm doing. And it's like it's sort of like the shading to the helmet. I don't really know how to describe it. I would like add some photos so y'all could do some comparisons, or if you're not even familiar with the series at all, so you can have an idea of the characters, because, you know, Disney, they might like try to shut down my whole entire YouTube channel for like using their characters' likeness. And even like, I haven't heard like people got in trouble for doing Disney related nail art as of right now. And I seen like Disney like shut down like Etsy shops like left and right. They'll like seriously like up your if there's like some like similarities to their character. Like there's this one Etsy store, they made like some type of crown and it did not look like anything related to Disney, but Disney's like, no, that's like likeness to like one of our characters, and they got in trouble. I'm like, are you serious, Disney? I know you like gotta protect your trademark and your characters and stuff like that, but Disney, they take it to the extreme. Like other like companies, it depends. I think it's like a case by case type of thing, but Disney, they are just like crazy about their stuff. And I'm just over here like connecting the lines and making some adjustments to the helmet. See, it's starting to look Mandalorian. I'm like doing good, you know. If it looks like Mandalorian, like I'm okay. And I am going to go on break and I'll be back. I I do not know why I decided to compare it like applying eyeliner. This is like basically like adding a contour, you know. Like this side is looking all snatched and the other side, I don't know what's going on with that one. So I basically got to like even out the contour and carve out the shape a little bit better. And if you ever like seen like Mandalorian or even like photos, they don't really have like much of a contour. It's just like the shape of the helmet. But you know, since I am doing nail art, this is like the part where I should contour so it could be like the Mandalorian helmet. Like, I did enjoy this part, but I was just like over here like, how am I going to make everything even? Because the other side is so snatched. Like, oh my gosh, like the left side, it is so perfect, but the right side, I'm like over here like, I need to like make everything even. And I'm gonna let y'all watch me do this and I'll come back. I am using Diamond Dust from iGel Beauty. I was like staring at this helmet. I'm like, you know what? It needs something a little more extra. So I decided to bust out the Diamond Dust because it's in a color family of Din Djarin's helmet. So I was like, you know what? I am going to yassify this helmet. You know, I'm sure that Din Djarin would not like be caught dead wearing the helmet. But I'm sure that Pedro Pascal, he would love to wear this helmet. I'm sure that he'll be happy to wear it because he's such a sweetheart. Well, I mean, like, as a public figure, he seems like a sweetheart. I don't, like, know him personally, you know. I don't know how people are behind the door, but publicly, he seems like he's a cool dude to, like, hang out with. And also, I'm using the reflective glitter to, like, carve out the contour a little bit better. You know what? I'm just going to say, like, this is, like, the highlight, you know how people, like, do the contour and the highlight. I'm just going to say that the reflective glitter is, like, highlighting the right points and kind of, like, evening out the contour that I did earlier. So I guess the reflective glitter is, like, a nice distraction from the unevenness. I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. And I've been carrying it for, like, 30 seconds each because I'm just like putting on like thin layers. So I think I did like maybe 3 coats as thin as possible so it won't be like too like bulky. I'll be back. I am using Viridian Vixen and I think it's Limonade or Limonade from SB Gel. I am mixing Viridian Vixen and I'm going to call this color Limonade for now to get the Grogu green that I want. And y'all know that I mostly do like cartoony like nail art. I don't really do like the realism thing because that is like too complicated for me. And I never been in art school or anything like that. Like some of the nail people that I follow, they like took some art classes and are able to do like realism stuff. But if I really wanted to make Grogu that olive green, I could have mixed like blue and yellow and added like maybe a little bit of brown and white to get the tone of olive that I wanted. But you know, this type of green is fine. And plus I added a little more Viridian Vixen because I felt that it needed it. I don't know why, because don't ask. I just felt that it needed it, okay? I am doing my best that I can here. I am using a dotting tool to help me like create that circular shape. And as I was continuing to do the art for Grogu, I realized that I made Grogu look like a grown man. I was like, I liked how everything came out, but I was just so disappointed because I'm working like, Grogu is supposed to look like a baby version of Yoda, but no, I made Grogu look like he just graduated from Flight Academy or something like that. I was just like, man, but, nail art doesn't always, like, come out right for me. There's like times when I'm like, oh my gosh, like I did a great job. And there'll be days where I'm like, okay, this is not my best work, but you know what? I'm going to post it anyways and share it because I spent a lot of time on this. And I also want to keep on being honest with my followers, be like, hey, like I am not always perfect at this, you know, like there'll be times when I make mistakes or there's times that things doesn't come out right. I just want to share because I want to encourage people to try out nail art, hoping that they'll look at my nails and be like, okay, like there are times when she nailed it and there's times when it's not so great, but they still like that I tried. So that's why I decided to share stuff because I want to be honest. I don't want to have like everything like totally perfect. And two, I'm not amazing at nail art. There's certain things that I really like do well in, but this is a case where I'm like, meh. Okay, back to the video. So I switched to the nail brush so I could keep on playing with the shape of the circle and to like fill it in a little bit more. And when I am done like playing with the circle, I'm going to cure it for, I'm going to say like 60 seconds to make sure everything is like really like good to go before I like move on. And I'll be back. Everything's cured and good to go. And I'm going to say that I am sort of doing like an angel wing type of shape. If you're in doubt, just like do like a cone shape or a triangle shape. I'm sure that your baby Yoda, well, actually, his name is Grogu, will come out way better than mine. So you're going to be okay. And the thing is, I don't know why I decided to do like 2 coats for the ears since I am going to like fill them in with color anyways. I don't know. So what I decided to do, I flash cured it for 20 seconds after I was done with the first layer. And then I went back in again. And then I think I cured it for like 30 seconds. I'll let y'all watch me do this and I'll be back. I am using a smaller end of the dotting tool to do Grogu's eyes. So I just did like, I decided to add a little more of a, that's better. And I think I cured it for like 20 seconds. And then we're going to add like some of Grogu's features, like the wrinkles. Like if you've seen like the original like Yoda, he basically looks like a old man. And I just like did like, you know what? Like baby Yoda does look like an old man, but he's like so cute. Well, I mean, Grogu is like so cute. So I decided to use the French white to give the eyes like a little bit of a highlight. But yeah, I'm sorry if I keep on calling Grogu like baby Yoda. He's like a baby version of an old man. That's basically what he looks like. But I don't know. He's just so precious. So I'm just like, and I decided to like adjust the smile a little bit because I'm like, yeah, you know, that smile needed a little something extra. And I had to like wipe off the brush. Like the funny thing is like I grabbed like a bunch of brushes and I tend to only use like maybe one or maybe another brush off the video. But most of the time I only use like the same brush. So I don't know why I got like all the brushes I had out available. So I was like, you know what, that smile is cute. You know, I could have like made the head a little more smaller so it could be more like a baby looking Grogu. But you know, this, you know what, everything's okay. You know, everything's fine. Actually, in the original Star Wars film, Yoda was like a very old man. I think he died when he was like around like 900 years old in Return of the Jedi. And I am just using white as a base for the pink that I'm going to put on top a little bit later. And I have no idea what type of species Yoda and Grogu are. I just know that they age like very slowly because Grogu in The Mandalorian, he's currently 50 years old, even though he's basically like a toddler. And based on The Mandalorian, I guess their species, I guess they were born with the Force. Most of them were like Jedis or could like join a dark side. But if I like understood correctly, that they were mostly like Jedis, most of them. And maybe like towards like the end of the Mandalorian season, we might see more of the species and they might tell us a little more about them. I may never know. I'm gonna let y'all watch me do this and I'll be back. I am using Kitty Pink. I'm just putting Kitty Pink on top of the French white. As you can see, that it helps the color really pop. I could have put Kitty Pink down by itself, but I was like having doubts that it's going to show. So if you're in doubt, just put down a white base for like lighter colors. It'll like definitely pop and you won't be disappointed. I am using Hawt Coco from SB Gel. I added a little bit of white to Hawt Coco because I am working with a dark background. And I did add like a little bit more of the Hawt Coco because I wanted it a little more of a deeper brown. Just a tad bit, but not like too much, or I'm going to make the color like clash against the background. As you can see, it is like a beautiful chocolate brown gel polish. And I think I may have used this color on this channel before. I think so. I can't remember, but I tend to like use like gel polishes that are made by Shundalen Bonate as like nail art. Now I am doing Grogu's outfit, and I know it's not like similar to the one that you see in a series, and I did mention before, I am not a great artist. I am not really good at doing like realism type of stuff because I didn't like have any like art school experience. And plus the type of products I have, it kind of makes everything like look more like a cartoon. Yes, I could like get like acrylic paints. Actually, I tried using acrylic paints before and they didn't really work for me. Maybe I should try like a different brand. I don't know. So most of the time, like gel polishes, Sharpies, and certain pens like work okay for nail art. Maybe I'll give like acrylic paint like another shot in the future if I find the right brand for me. And I think I did maybe 2 to 3 coats of this, and I've been carrying it for like 30 seconds, like every coat. I am just adding some details to Grogu's outfit, and I just thought of something. Didn't Jaren like officially adopted Grogu like towards the end of the last season? So Grogu's name is now like Din Grogu. And I should have thought of that in the beginning. You know, my mind is like all over the place as usual. So I didn't like think of that minor detail. But for a while, as a Mandalorian fan, we're like, okay, that's his adopted kid now, because there was like some parts of the series when Din Djarin was like, okay, I need to like go rescue the kid and get him back, because I think originally what happened that he was like part of like the bounty hunter deal or something like that, and of course he got attached to Grogu. Like, who wouldn't get attached to Grogu? Come on, he's like a cutie pie. Like, who wouldn't get attached? And then all of a sudden he became like a fathery figure to Grogu. So all of a sudden it's like, finally you officially adopted him. Like, geez, you should have like adopted him like seasons ago. But you know what? Whatever, Din Djarin. And I decided to like add like a cute little collar that is like similar to Din Grogu's outfit. Like, see, I'm over here like butchering stuff already. So I decided to add like some little details to that too, because like, why not? Just live my best life. After I was done with Den Grogu, I sat there and thought, you know what? I should just add "This is the way" so people will know that it's related to the Mandalorian because they might not be able to tell because of my nail art. I don't know. I thought this was a good idea to spend more time on the Manny because I was planning to be done with only Din Djarin and Din Grogu, but no, I had to add something extra, you know. I'm gonna let y'all watch me do this and I'll come back. I thought it was a good idea to do the reflective glitter. And when I gone outside to like take photos, I had to go to certain areas where the light hit a certain way so y'all could see this is the way. Or I could have used like a different color with the reflective glitter for it to work better. So that was like one of my mistakes that I made. And you know what? I'm just going to say that it was worth it because I do love me some reflective glitter. And I'll be back. I am completely done with the nail art, so I'm just adding the glow top coat on top of the nail art. And the glow wasn't like super strong. I should have did like another coat of the glow mixture. And I forgot to mention earlier that I did mix a little bit of the top coat into the green. I'm gonna let y'all watch me do this and I'll be back. I decided to skip to the top coat because that means my mani is almost done and this video is almost over. And I should be doing my homework instead of like doing voiceover and editing this video. And the homework is actually probably due like in 7 to 8 hours and it's like 2 assignments. Hopefully they are not too hard for me to do so I could like turn them in on time. But you know, I am just like living my best life and I'm almost done with school. I just need to get through this class and the other class and I'll totally be done and I'll have that piece of paper in my hand. But you know, it's like hard to like stay motivated sometimes and I also want to do what I love. And I'll be using the Carrot Cake Cuticle Oil from Manny Chic Nails. And I would like to thank y'all so much for taking time out of your day to view this video. And hit that subscribe button if you're a Mandalorian fan or the fan of the Star Wars franchise. And don't forget to hit that little bell because it'll notify you when I upload a video.